Hey guys, Michael here with Hello Cupcake, it's me, and I thought that I would do a little update and just talk about some stuff that's been on my mind lately. So, just recently, the one thing that really kind of has me irritated right now, because it literally just happened, and I was like, you know what? I'm getting really pissed off and I need to just get this off my chest in a forum that, just in a forum that I can basically control. Um, so it has to do with Facebook and group administrators thinking that they're fucking God or whatever and trying to police Facebook groups like some kind of Gestapo. Um, just recently, an admin for a Buy Nothing page that I am part of posted that you cannot block any admin or any of that other stuff. And I simply posed the question, well, what if you already have an admin member blocked and then you join this page and they're an admin member of that? I don't think that it's right that you should ask for us to unblock, especially if there's 4 or 5 administrators or moderators or whatever. Well, that's the rules as set down by the Buy Nothing project and this and that and the other thing. I'm like, well, what does that have to do with Facebook? Facebook is its own entity that's more powerful than the Buy Nothing project. And it's like trying to enforce a set of terms of services for another company. So that'd be like going into Walmart and demanding that they follow Target's protocol for doing stuff. It's like, that's not how things work. I understand that you would like things to be done a certain way or whatever, but at the end of the day, this is a Facebook group. You know, if you want your own shit, you need to separate yourself, like how FreeCycle did. FreeCycle used to be part of Yahoo groups, and Yahoo was like, we don't give a damn what's happening in your group. We're not going to enforce anything because it doesn't go against our terms of services. And finally, FreeCycle said, you know what, we're going to just do our own thing, and created their own website. As a lot of Yahoo group originally did. Well, let me rephrase that. As a lot of websites who were original Yahoo groups eventually did. Sorry. When I get upset or frustrated, I mince my words or whatever and get it all mixed up. But yeah, so I was just like, you know what? Fine, whatever. You guys be your little Gestapo. You do what you gotta do. I'm just asking a question. If an administrator is blocked, I'm not unblocking them. As an administrator of like several other pages, including like Hello Cupcake It's Me, I can still see if somebody posts and I'm blocked. And if I can't see something, one of my other admins will bring it to me or screenshot it. So, you know, there's ways around that. But, whatever. And, so, that's that. I just had to get that off my chest. Last night, I went to, the library, and we did a wire wrapping class on, one of the ladies went out and got a bunch of sea glass from one of our local beaches, and I had really been looking forward to doing this because a few years ago, I think I may have posted it on this on Hello Cupcake, I can't remember, but Anyways, a few years ago, I got into making jewelry, and I was like really good at it. Sorry about that. Um, One of my ringtones is Harry Potter ringtone, and I had to cut it out of the video because I don't want YouTube to hit me with copyright infringement. Because there was a couple of years ago where somebody was going through every single one of my videos and flagging it for inappropriate content or whatever. But anyways, what I was saying prior to all that is that I was really into making jewelry, found out that I was really good at it, had a lot of fun doing it, but I stopped making it because I was putting more money into it than I was getting out. And where I live, the market is so saturated with people who are um, just artistic and do a lot of things like that. So um, I was just like, you know what, I gotta give this up. So I'm gonna just make it for friends, family, quick birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, so on and so forth. Um, but yeah, I never knew how to do wire wrapping, and I kind of had a basic idea of how to do it, but last night, going there and listening to the instructions and kind of seeing how the instructor did it, I got like, oh, okay, I could do this. So I put together two little pendants with the beach glass that they provided us, and I did like a really fancy wrap on one of them, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, how did you do that? What? How did you even know how to do that?" La 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 la. I'm like, "Well, I used to make jewelry, so this is something I would normally do." And so some of the elderly ladies that were there, I made up like a few little templates for them, like just started off the wire wrapping and then gave it to them, and I had to leave because my sister called me up and said, "Hey, let's get together and do dinner." And so, since she has recently moved, we don't really get to see each other all that often. So, I was like, you know what? I can, now that I know what to do, I can do this at home and whatever else. Um, I have no freaking clue where any of my jewelry making tools went. Um, I just I can't find them, so I'm probably gonna have to go out and buy some more if I decide to make any more jewelry, which I really don't plan on doing so. But yeah, so that was fun, and my friend Carmen, I've had her on the on videos in the past. She hit me up and she's like, "We really need to do a paint and sip." I'm like, "Okay, well, you know, I have art supplies, you have art supplies. Let's get together and do that and just have fun." And so she's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you know, that would be great." So I think we're planning on doing that sometime this week, or this weekend, I should say. Um, Saturday, I'm busy. I am going to be hanging out with a pseudo new group of friends, and just kind of like seeing what they're all about. Like, the most of the people in this group I know, but I don't like know, if that makes any sense. So it's like I have my main group of friends, and then this will be like another group. Um, they're kind of it's like my, I'll just call it a church group for a lack of better terminology. They're just like-minded people who have the same kind of spiritual ideas that I do, and I've just been kind of lacking fellowship lately and camaraderie in a spiritual sense. So I thought that I would reach out, and these people that I've known for a while invited me to come and hang out with them, and so just doing kind of like a meet and greet type situation to introduce me to other members of the group, and just to see like if we all kind of click or whatever. And it doesn't hurt to get out, do new things, and meet new people. And it's a really laid back group of people. They're like just a bunch of pot smoking hippies, basically. So I expect to get there and like have Jimi Hendrix playing in the background and people smelling like patchouli and just board games and bullshit type situation. Um, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. Uh, and I hate putting that kind of expectation on things, because I have found that when I plan or I make plans to like go do something, that if for whatever reason it gets canceled, like if I'm not the one that's canceling it, it really affects me and really messes with my bipolar and my depression and everything else. But if I'm the one that cancels it, 9 times out of 10, I'm okay with it, because it's like, oh, well, I talked myself out of it, so it's okay. But if it's like, oh, hey, we're going to do XYZ on Saturday, so, mark it on your calendar, and Saturday comes, and, oh, well, we can't do it now, then I get, like, really depressed, and it just, like, messes everything up. So I do not schedule anything in my life. The only thing that I schedule in my life is doctor appointments, and that's it. So, I never know what I'm doing from one minute to the next minute. Um, and I've lived my life that way for probably the last 10 to 15 years. Like, here's an example. When I was still living in California, my sister and I were sitting at home on a Friday night. My niece was gone for the weekend. It was 6:30, and a girlfriend of mine happened to be in Las Vegas for a work convention. And we looked at each other. We're like, let's go to Vegas. So we drove from Moreno Valley to Beaumont, so it was Moreno Valley to Beaumont, which was 20 miles. Beaumont to San Bernardino, which was 40 miles. San Bernardino to Las Vegas, which was 230 or 300 miles. It turned out to be like 2.5, 3 hour drive, something like that. So we go pulling into Vegas at like midnight. My sister and our biological mom took off and went to the casino. I hung out with my friend at her hotel room, went to sleep, got back up at like, I think it was 7 in the morning. Went to breakfast, piddled around. She went to work. And then I had to drive through Las Vegas to find my sister and our mom. And then they pass out on me after we finally get to go. And I'm running on like 0 hours of sleep, it feels like. And I was the one designated to drive back home. So, yeah, that's the kind of, like, spontaneous stuff that I like to do. So, like, as of right now, while I'm recording this video, it's 9 p.m. So, at, 9:45, I could get a phone call. Hey, I gotta go to Seattle. Get in the car. Okay, let's go. So, yeah, I just never plan my life in any regard. I have an idea of what I'd like to do with the day, and I go from there. So that's really about it. It's really, really difficult, though, to live your life like that. At first, I'm laying in bed, if you can't tell. But yeah, it's like really difficult to get used to living your life like that, because we are, from the minute we're born, structured to do things in sequence or by schedule. We're told when to get up, when to eat, when to go to work, when to go to school, when to do this, when to do that. And so we're institutionalized our whole life to live by this Gregorian calendar and this construct of time, and having to have time management and stuff like that. And then, so like we live and die by the clock and by a schedule. So when I tell people I literally don't do that, I get up in the morning, I have an idea of what needs to be done for the day, and if I get it done, I get it done. Unless it's something really important, then, I always put getting bills and going to the doctors on time taken care of first and foremost. My bills are always paid, my rent is always paid, and I always try to get to my doctors. Those are like the three things that I make sure to take care of. And then going grocery shopping, I'm supposed to go on the 9th. If I go on the 9th, or if I go on the 14th or whatever else, I just have money to go shopping on the 9th. And so that's what I do. This month, I had money come in on the 9th, and I didn't do my grocery shopping until today's Thursday, so I didn't do my grocery shopping until Tuesday, which I guess was close to the 9th or something, I don't know. But anyways, so yeah, there's something extremely freeing about not living your life scheduled. Like, I used to be one of those people that carried around a day planner that was just dripping with ink and eraser marks, and my entire life was scheduled down to like the last second, it felt like. And so I just constantly had to look at my book. Okay, well, I have this going on, this going on, this going on, this going on, so I can do XYZ from this time to this time, this time to this time, or on this day from this time to this time. And I didn't like that. I didn't like having to schedule my life like that. And when I was going to school and working and everything else, that was like so damn difficult, because it was like, okay, well, Monday I have this midterm, and I have to work from 9 to 7, and then I have to go to the doctor's at this time, and I have to do this at this time, and I need to meet up with the study group at this time, and then I have our student union meeting at this time, and I have to do XYZ over here, and I have to go take the car in to get an oil change at this time, and so it was just like constantly stressed. And it's funny that I actually do, it seems like I do more work and things now that I'm unemployed and on SSDI than what I did when I actually had a traditional 9 to 5, because I'm always running errands. I'm like running around for my sister. I'm doing my own personal errands. I'm taking my friend Dory places. I'm doing, whatever else. I'm helping my friend Carmen. I'm helping her mom. I'm helping this person. I'm helping that person. So, it keeps me busy throughout the day, and then there's those days where the depression and the bipolar and the anxiety and the diabetes and everything else hit me, and I just don't get out of bed for like 3 or 4 days. So, it balances itself out. And I know that there's going to be haters watching this video talking about, well, you're just a fat, lazy piece of shit, and it must be nice to be able to do XYZ whenever you want to do it, and blah, 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 and completely take out of context what I'm trying to say about, like, just living your life on your terms. Um, but whatever, haters gonna hate. So, yeah, that's what's going on right now. With the holidays coming up, like in 2 weeks, I can't even believe that we are this far into the year. Like, I look back and I'm just like, where the hell did 2019 go? I can't believe that it's already 2020. Like, the other night I was kind of doing a walk down memory lane type situation, and I was like, I can remember sitting in school writing 1991 on my paperwork, and in 1993 or 94 being in junior high or in high school in English class writing out 1994, and I'm just like, wow, just things like that I've been kind of really reflecting on, and it's just really been interesting, the fact that in less than a month, well, there's still a month and 2 weeks, we're going to be in the year 2020. 2020, guys. If you were born in the 1980s, you have lived, like, what was it? What is it? 4 decades, 2 millenniums, and what was it? It was something that I seen on Facebook that just got me like, wow, but it was like something like you've lived in 2 different decades, 2 millenniums, and like something else. And I was just like, wow, that's really interesting, because yeah, you had the ending of the 90s going into the 2000s, and the year 2000 was the change of the millennium, and all that other stuff. So it's just really it just had me thinking, and I was like, wow, okay. And, that's part of what this Mercury retrograde has done for people, is caused you to do like um, to like reflect on the past and stuff like that. So, anyways, yeah, I know I'm rambling now, but um, just needed to get this off my chest and everything, and so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up now. But I made a new trailer, like a new intro for the videos. So let me know what you think about that. I was playing around with this new program that I got a hold of called Filmora 9, or it's a Filmora version 9, and I thought it was pretty cool. Just got bored one day and decided to make a new intro. So let me know what you think about that. Anyways, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put them in the comment section down below. Hit subscribe and like if you haven't done already, and that little bell icon to be notified whenever I upload anything. Go by the website, Hello Cupcake It's Me. I post stuff on there that doesn't get posted anywhere else. You can follow me on social media. Hello Cupcake on Facebook, or Hello Cupcake It's Me is on Facebook. And then if you want to follow me on Instagram, it is Michael Scott Peterson. And you can follow me on Twitter, and that's Hello Cupcake, the number 4 and the letter U. And if you would like to send me a private message, you can do so at hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com, and I will see you later. Bye, guys!